Hey everybody, Jim Sammons here from the Kayak Fishing Show. I'm lucky enough to have our buddy Brian from Seaguar with me on a shoot down here, and it's absolutely pouring with rain. So we thought we'd share with you a little bit of information about the Seaguar lines that I like to use. I know you guys have seen the videos that I've done of showing how to do my wind-on leaders with the Threadlock hollow core and the Seaguar Premier Fluorocarbon and the pink label. I mean, I love this stuff. I mean, I was a believer in Seaguar fluorocarbons. I mean, way before I ever had a show or anything. I've used it as soon as I saw it, and I have seen firsthand. I mean, some people may not be a believer in fluorocarbon. I certainly am. I have seen firsthand. I mean, I was fishing with our buddy Jameson, who's sitting over here, where with another friend's like, man, the water's so dirty, you don't need fluorocarbon. I was fishing straight tide. Yep. Jameson had on fluorocarbon leader, and he schooled me. Yeah. I switched to fluorocarbon first cast, I'm on fish, and I'm on fish the rest of the day.
Absolutely. You know, sometimes when we're fishing, we see the surface color of the water, and we may not think that the watercolor could change underneath. And something that I've learned while being in the industry, seeing video of people dropping cameras down, is the watercolor does change depending on the depth that you're at. So even though the surface water may be a milk chocolate looking, it can be green water underneath, which is why it's important to use fluorocarbon. Why risk it when you're on a fishing trip? Why not just go ahead and use fluorocarbon? The fish, it's virtually invisible. The fish can't see it. It's more sensitive. It's more abrasion resistant. There's a lot of qualities to it that benefit the angler. So why not, use it? That way you get that fish catch of a lifetime.
Yeah, and I heard a conversation with the guys at Mexican Gulf were like, oh, we got to use mono in there for the stretch. Quite honestly, as a kayak angler, I don't need that.
No, you don't.
So I go straight tide the braid to the fluorocarbon and just have the ultimate sensitivity, because there is no stretch. And
absolutely.
Because the kayak's just moving, I don't need that stretch of the mono, and I get more positive hook sets. I mean, I think there's so many reasons, and you're talking about the invisibility and the difference in watercolors. I've done dives when there's just an insane red tide and the water just looks like rust, and dive down 20 feet and you're below it. Yeah. And I think that's something you're talking about. People just don't always realize that there is that different watercolor at different levels, and you may think it's dirty. It's not really, and the fluorocarbon gives you that huge advantage.
And you don't know what the fish see either. What we see and what they see is completely different. So using fluorocarbon is crucial.
Yeah, I think so. If somebody wants to read more, I mean, there's a lot more to it than Threadlock hollow core and Seaguar Premier. I mean, there's different stuff. Can people go to the website and kind of get a better definition of the differences between the lines?
Absolutely. You can visit our website at seaguar.com and read all about it. We've got it broken down by freshwater selections, by saltwater selections. And of course, people, you can cross over some of those products between fresh and saltwater. Our Smackdown braid can be used in saltwater. Our Threadlock can be used in freshwater. You don't have to, it's not tied down to, one type of water.
Right. And if you are interested, again, in learning how to do the Threadlock hollow core connections, making your wind-on leaders, whipping a loop, I've got a video up on our YouTube channel. I've got a video up on our Facebook page. You kind of use a step-by-step.
Absolutely.
And I mean, it's a little tedious. It takes a little bit of time to learn, and you got to have certain tools. But once you actually learn how to do it, to me, it's
the best thing.
Like I said, I mean, I hate that uni to uni knot, particularly when you're fishing heavier line that just goes like that. It goes dink, 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 dink. And when you're on a big fish like we were on these big tuna, and lines coming in, lines going out, and it's kind of like dink, 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 dink.
And you worry about it getting worn down or getting hung up, and causing you to lose a fish.
Yeah, and that wind-on leader goes through like there's no knot there at all. I mean, that loop-to-loop is so tiny. Yeah. As I said, so you can find those videos on our YouTube channel, and you can find a lot more information at seaguar.com. I hope you check them out. I hope you like this video. If you do, give us a thumbs up, of course, and make sure you subscribe to Kayak Fishing Tales. Boom.